Good day everyone, this is Andrea Gail Ikot, and for today's video, we will be discussing about simple interest. And afterwards, we will be solving 4 different word problems, finding its interest, its principal, its rate, and its time. And before we proceed with those 4 word problems, let's first look back on what simple interest is. So simple interest. Simple interest is a quick and easy method of calculating the interest charge on a loan, which is determined by multiplying the daily interest rate by the principal by the number of days that elapse between payments. So in Bisaya or with the Bisaya terms that are common to us, mo ni siya ang utang ug ang tubo. Utang is the money that's been borrowed by a person from us. And ang tubo mo yung ang value or ang amount of money nga atong ipatong from the utang nga giborrow sa laing taon nato. And now, let's proceed to the first word problem. So as you can see, I've labeled interest. So the word problem is, a friend asks to borrow 500,000 pesos and agrees to repay it in 6 months with 25% interest. How much interest will you earn? So we are tasked to find the interest in the given word problem. And as you can see up here, I've already written the formula on how to find the interest. So PRT. P times R times T, or principal value times rate times time. And in the given word problem, I've already labeled the 3. 500,000 pesos is the principal value, 6 months is the time, and 25% is the rate. And down here, solution. Let's copy first the formula. I is equal to P times R times T. Then substitute all of the values. 500,000 is the P, 0.25 is the R, and 0.5 is the time. The rate became 0.25 since 25% has been converted into a decimal form. So I've moved 2 places to the left to convert it to decimal form. So nahimo siyang 0.25. 0.5, 6 months is the time. And we should always remember nga, in solving for the interest, in simple interest rather, we should always use time in years and not in months. So 6 months is not applicable, so dapat i-convert na to siya into years. So what I did is I divided 6 with 12. 6 divided by 12 is equal to 0.5 years. So 0.5 is what I've written here. 12 months, guys, since in a year or in 1 year, there are 12 months. And next step that I've did is I multiplied everything. So I came up with an interest of 62,500 pesos. And for our number 2 is to find the principal. Someone paid 250 pesos in interest for a loan they had. The rate of simple interest was 5.5% and the loan was for 3 years. What was the principal they borrowed? So we are tasked to find the principal. And as you can see here, in order to find the principal, the formula that we should use is P is equal to interest over rate times time. So I've labeled everything. 250 is the interest, 5.5% is the rate, and 3 years is the time. So first is to copy this formula, then substitute everything. So 250 divided by 0.165. So I came up with a principal value of 1,515.15 pesos. For our third word problem, Chris invested 2,000 pesos for 3 years. It earned 204 pesos in interest. What was the rate? So as you can see, we are tasked to find the rate. And the formula is interest divided by principal value times time. So I've identified and labeled all of the 3. So 2,000 pesos is the principal value, 3 years is the time, and 204 pesos is the interest. So solution, copy the formula, then substitute everything. And then 204 divided by 6,000 is 0.034. And for formality or for kanang accurate answer for our rate, you need to convert this decimal form into percentage form. So I've moved 2 places to the right in order to convert it to percentage form. So 0.034 became 3.4% for our rate. Next is to find the time. A loan of 1,200 pesos had 36 pesos interest. The rate was 6%. What was the length of the loan? So we are to find the length of the loan or the time, and the formula here to find the time is T is equal to interest divided by principal value times rate. So I've labeled and identified all of the three. So 1, 2 is the principal value, 36 is the interest, 6% is the rate. Solution, copy the formula, substitute everything, and 36 divided by 72 is 0.5 or half of the year for our time. So that's everything for our discussion for today. I hope you've learned something about everything that we've discussed. So that's all for today's video. It may be short, but it was indeed precise and brief. Thank you very much, everyone. Good day and God bless.